Just this yesterday, there were protests all around Nigeria. Not just about cash scarcity, but also as about fuel scarcity. It became worse because a lot of people didn't know that the federal government wasn't going to go with the order of the Supreme Court to extend till February 15, and it came as a surprise to a lot of people that banks started rejecting the old naira notes. People were no longer accepting the old naira notes. Banks were not even accepting them for exchange, and yet the new currency was still not available, and it became like a very great distress for people to realize that people started burning banks, started attacking bankers. All sorts happened just this yesterday in Delta State, in Lagos, in Abeokuta, in Ibadan. It was a lot. There were videos that I cannot even post here because of the YouTube policy. But today, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has reacted to what went on in a state. Like, three people allegedly, was killed that yesterday as a result of the fighting and everything. They were even attacking the bankers. It was a lot, a lot. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Support this channel by subscribing. Help us grow this channel as well by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your comments in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State has appealed to Nigerians to refrain from violent attacks or violent acts as he moves to engage with the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) in a bid to ensure that more funds are made available to banks across the country. Okowa's appeal comes as he reacts to the situation in the state where Iran's youths in Warri on Wednesday set ablaze two commercial banks in protest against the continued scarcity of the new naira notes, coupled with their rejection of the old ones. Reports say the affected banks are located in OKOWA area of Udu Delta State. The bank's bonds include branches of First Bank of Nigeria and Access Bank. One of the protesters who would not disclose his identity was quoted by the Punch as saying, "We are hungry and we are in a cash dilemma. No new naira notes and they are rejecting the old ones. People cannot eat, do business. We are hungry and people are dying and we are still saying politics." Also, a fuel station in the area was torched for rejecting the old naira notes from residents. Following the incident, the Delta State governor said the news of the bank's ATM gallery being set ablaze during a protest in Owororo community, Udu local government area, is deeply concerning. While I understand the difficulties many of you are going through, I implore all citizens to remain peaceful during these trying times. We are fully aware of your concerns and the difficulties you face, but we strongly advise against resorting to violence, such as burning down banks that employ our people. Such actions will only exacerbate the problem and could have far-reaching consequences for our nation. We once again appeal to everyone to refrain from violent acts and allow us to engage with the Central Bank of Nigeria to ensure that more funds are made available to banks across the country. Reacting to Okowa's message, a concerned Nigerian appreciated the governor, saying, "Thank you, my dear, amiable and peace-loving leader. Thank you for being proactive to forestall further breakdown of law and order." Meanwhile, in Akwa Ibom State, Iran's youths of the state also protested on Wednesday at the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) over commercial banks' refusal to accept the old naira notes. Reports say the protest is ongoing along Udoma Road, where the branch of the CBN is located in the state. It was also gathered that commercial banks in Akwa Ibom State have refused to take the old notes from customers, referring them to CBN. This protest is coming in the background of a current naira scarcity and the CBN's advice to Nigerians regarding the old naira notes. The Apex Bank on Monday had advised people who are still in possession of the old naira notes to deposit them at any branch of the Central Bank of Nigeria across the country, as traditional commercial banks, among other financial institutions, refuse to accept them. What are your opinions on these and the cash scarcity going on presently in Nigeria? Because it's a lot. This morning, Buhari, 7 a.m. this morning, Buhari addressed Nigerians saying that the 200 naira note will still be a legal tender, while the 500 naira note and the 1000 naira the old one will cease to exist, like it will not be legal tender. And I feel the purpose is, they do not want those people who have stored money at home, who have stored money in the storage, to be able to, spend this money, especially on the election day. And might I add that it's even at this, I feel that the real purpose, which is actually causing this scarcity, the real purpose that the CBN and Buhari is trying to curb, which is, to avoid the notes which haven't been accounted for in a while. That is the notes that some people have stored in hidden places, so that these notes will not come back into the system. I feel that it's even being defeated, because the whole reason why people are even unable to access this money and the cash is because those people you are trying not these people who you do not want them to be able to exchange their old notes for the new ones, or to reassimilate these notes back into the system. They have still been able to liaise with the bank managers. They have still been able to exchange these monies. So why are we suffering? It means that this is our sufferhead. Like it's to know, it has no head. Let me just put it that way, because at the end of the day, Nigerians know how to find their way around. They will still find corner ways to go about whatever they want to do. It is going to be a longer route, but at least they will get it done, because we've had reports of governors who have been able to exchange huge amounts of money for the new ones, whereby you have the normal average masses who just needs 5,000, 10,000 naira. These people are stranded. They cannot even lay their hands on the new money. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Bye.